Welcome back, RARETALKS. You already know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't, make sure you go over to the YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube. That's where we put the videos. These are where the feature-length videos are.
Come on.
And I'm joined today by the wildest co-host in co-host history.
YC, and people, this is the last. No, it's not last, but next time you see us, we'll be in person. How about that, fam?
Woo!
Wednesday, 31st of August. Like this is going to be an old clip, but still, we're still saying it right now. This is the last session before the big event.
History.
You know what I mean? Oh, history's being made.
History in the makings.
Oi, what?
History in the makings.
Trust me.
So yeah, man, we're here. We're back again.
Back like we never left, bruh.
And what's the topic this week, YC?
Fam, man this week has to question himself bare times. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I'm the problem.
Woo!
Man, have to put it out there.
Maybe I'm the problem, girl.
Maybe I'm not, and in a self-reflective way, maybe I'm the problem. Because I started thinking, if man's incompatible with all these gals, man's running through the same obstacles. I started thinking, maybe it's me, but not even in a negative format. Maybe I'm too caring. Maybe I'm too protective. Maybe I'm too passionate. Maybe I'm too, maybe I expect too much from my woman. And if I'm expecting them to be at a certain level and they're not, I'm looking at them like they're not almost worthy of being me. So I'm thinking, I don't think there's anything wrong with having standards, but I think any woman that wants to be your main chick, I'm gonna put her through a more rigorous set of obstacles than the average girl. So if I'm just dealing with a girl I don't really care for, man ain't got much demand for them. But to be my main chick, she's got to go through serious training routines.
No, but I think that's good because then you mold the woman into the woman that you want.
You have to.
So that you can be with her forever. So regardless of whether you have good times or bad times, you understand me.
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of women, they want to get with us, they want to have sex with us, they want to enjoy with us, but they don't want to actually understand us.
Facts.
And for us to open up to any woman, it's going to take them time. Because we're not going to open up to any woman.
Nope.
Because we've all been hurt. And we don't want to go back to that place of hurt, of being vulnerable around somebody for them taking advantage of man's kindness, taking man's kindness weakness. So I understand what you mean when you say that it's incumbent that we find women and show them what we like so that they're the woman that we want to be with forever.
Massive. But I don't think because what did they say? They said on average for a man it takes a man about 6 months to mold the perfect woman for him. About 6 months. Because no woman's gonna come box ready, innit? Like fresh out the box, just nice. It's gonna take a bit of tweaking, a bit of tweaking. Yeah, I mean, a bit of tweaking.
A lot of tweaking, bro.
And I think women who are happy to submit and be sort of vulnerable to her man, because I think it's very important for a woman to love and respect her man to a point where he doesn't want to feel challenged, as opposed to she's happy to let him lead. She's happy to sort of for him to take the forefront. But I think these days a lot of women are resisting the just natural feminine energy they have and trying to push out masculine energy towards man. But we all know masculine and masculine can't run. They don't mix. Any man would run a mile seeing him. If a man saw a masculine woman coming towards him, arguing, challenging him, trying to belittle him, trying to seem more dominant than him, why do women think that a man's actually going to say, yeah, I want that though, you know? A woman who just goes hard at men and really tries to embody the male image. You just think, why would I want that? And this is where females are nowadays, being masculine, independent, overzealous, too demanding. Bro, all these women are single.
Yeah, but even earlier, we were talking to that girl, she said, you want a woman that submits.
Of course.
Now, submission for a man is compulsory for him to be the perfect man. Of course. For him to embrace his masculine energy and for him to be a true man, of course, he has to have a woman that submits.
100%.
But women will say, oh, well, I'm not submitting to any man, but that's like saying I'm not going to do anything for any woman.
Right, yeah.
It's if that's your mindset, you're always going to lose, because you're going to think, what is a man? And you're going to keep thinking you know what a man is, other than actually embracing a man for what he is. So I understand that to a certain extent. But then I would say on the flip side of that, a lot of women will say that us men are not doing a good job being men, so that's the reason why they don't want to submit. That's the same argument I hear all the time.
But it was sort of flawed, because A woman should always be willing to submit to a man who she believes that can be, a long-term partner or just going into any relationship.
But do you think that women look at submission in like a negative light? So, for instance, a woman thinks that you want to overpower her, and that's submission. Like submission, how it looks to me is that you let me be a man and let me flow like a man.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You don't try and make me feel like a woman.
Of course.
Or you try to boy me or disrespect me or talk down to me.
Yeah.
You let me flow as a man.
That's real.
And I feel like a lot of women don't even know how to do that.
They don't.
They don't know. So it's like they'll be out like I can't stand, me personally, one of my pet peeves and something that is like a deal breaker for me is a woman that's out at all times. Like I don't want a woman that's always on the road. I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
Facts.
I don't like a woman that's everywhere. I don't want a girl that's everywhere and accessible to anyone.
Yeah, that's dead.
I want a girl that's exclusive. Like she's rare. She's irreplaceable.
Yeah, of course.
She's untouchable.
More times at
like,
home.
that's the word that I love to use with girls. Untouchable.
Yeah.
A lot of women are not untouchable. They're touchable.
Trust me.
A lot of men can touch that woman.
Trust me.
And if everyone can have it, I don't want it.
Why would you? No,
you know what I'm saying?
Very low value.
So submission to me, and what you were saying about the word you was looking for is agreeable. You're looking for an agreeable woman.
Yeah.
An agreeable woman is not an argumentative woman that wants to be combatant when she's always fighting.
Yeah.
So you say it's green, she's like, no, it's green and it's red. She wants to fight. Like no man wants a woman that's not agreeable.
None.
Not that we want yes women. We want women that are agreeable and can be respectful.
Right.
In public.
Right.
And more so in private. So when I lay my law down, everyone has to run by it.
Yeah.
I don't want a woman, I'm laying my law down and she's overpowering me, then telling her friends, I'm not listening to that man. And then trying to embarrass you.
They ain't got nowhere.
That's going to make a man feel less of a man, and eventually it's going to lead to him not taking her serious.
She ain't going nowhere. But I think, yes, the word submissive sounds negative because I think women think he's going to control me. Am I underneath him? Is he superior? For me, none of that even comes into my head. Like, submissive to me, I'm just thinking you allow my masculine to sort of blend with your feminine, so me and you go hand in hand to a point where there's no misbalance of energies. It's just like, I know my role, you know yours. So it's like, most women who concede or I should say accept the male role automatically submit without thinking, do I have to submit? It's not a thought process. Should I submit? They're just doing it.
Yeah, and
that's my man.
Yes.
It's done.
But I think those women are becoming more and more rare because traditional, like the girl said even earlier, she said, oh, you want a traditional woman.
It's like, yeah.
And it's weird that a woman even said something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything called a traditional woman. I just think that's a woman. But I do believe there's something called a modern day woman.
100%.
She is.
And they're everywhere.
And the modern day women, they say things like, I'm about my career, and they will throw their papers at you that they get from a university as if that means something to a man.
I mean, shit.
A man has never cared about a woman's pocket or career.
It's true.
Ever.
It's true.
Because any man that's looking to scrounge off a woman, she's always gonna, in her line of work, she's always gonna meet a man that's higher than her anyway.
Of course.
She's gonna be a trainee lawyer, the guy's gonna be a full-time barrister.
Facts.
Or the guy's gonna be a judge.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
he's making way more than you.
Yeah.
So the man that you're gonna get with naturally is gonna make more money than you. So what do you think you're gonna say, oh, my career's better than yours? He's gonna think, bro, you're a little fish.
Yeah, for right.
I've been in the game for 10 years. You've been in the game for 3. What are you talking about?
Small fish in a big pond.
No matter what, she has to submit eventually to a man.
To someone.
She has to.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this modern day mindset of being liberated, being sexually active, being with lots of men, that's what they mean. When a girl says, I've been single and I'm mingling, or I just came out of a relationship, you have to ask some real questions like, why couldn't you hold it down? I don't want a girl that says, I've been out of a relationship for 2 months.
How?
Why couldn't you hold the relationship down?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm asking real questions now. I'm not doing this dumb thing of like, letting it slide. I've been the man in the past that's been, oh my God, I can't believe it. Yeah. Why would any man let go of you?
Simp talk, innit?
Oh my gosh.
Simp talk.
After about 2 months, after about 2 weeks.
What?
After 1 week, I'm like, I understand why he broke up with me.
Immediately, look at that.
Like, I look at her and I'm like, so this is your kind of behaviour?
Yes.
I'm like, this is unacceptable.
Yes.
And I wouldn't accept this. But I'm being silent. Because majority of times, men will be silent about fuckeries that girls are doing because they still want to be.
Of course, fam, all about the pussy, man.
So once he gets the pussy, he's like, all right, now the reality's kicked in.
Every time.
I don't want to be with her.
Every time.
And especially if the beat's whack as well. But
if it's fire, a man, you know what's quite sad, yeah? If to a guy, a girl's got fire pussy, yeah, man will overlook all the red flags, you know?
All of them.
A girl might tell a guy, I can't, I done 6 months in prison because I stabbed my ex, and still overlook it. Man always said, you know what? Maybe it was him. And you're thinking, what? I poked up my ex, but then he sees her thinking, back is crazy, body's crazy. She's like, I like you. So when man's smoking it, digging their guts out, just for 2 weeks he's thinking, yeah, like I don't know what my guy was on. Next thing you know, 2 more weeks later, she fucking backs out a chef on him. Like, raw, that you really are. But man always think pussy first, problems later. man needs to think problem first, pussy has got no value right now.
Thank you.
Fucking a low value girl who's got no morals and standards here will not be a good beat, bro. Because mentally, like, you shouldn't be able to get there. If you're looking at a woman thinking she's got no value, but I want to beat, it's already a write-off, fam. Women need to be bringing something to you, especially if they're showing you who they were, what they've been through, or who they are right now. But too much man just like chase skirt and just think, you know what, I'm cool with it. And some man end up in a real life drama over pussy, you know? And it's like, but you can't even say at that point it's her fault because you saw the colours, innit? Like, cause some girls will like present themselves to you right away. Listen, I got this wrong with me. I'm on meds. Like a girl will tell you, listen, I'm on meds.
I the med bitches, boy. Hey,
fam, it's so fucked. Donny told me that he specifically goes after girls on meds because
the wet pussy.
Because he likes girls crying and sex and shit. It's fun. I said, Donny's a savage, bro.
What?
It's a very dangerous place because obviously I wouldn't even say everyone deserves love. Like, everyone deserves a chance at love. So I think the idea that if a guy's gonna generally think she's a good girl, I'm gonna sort of see what I can do, or I'm gonna look beyond her flaws because maybe her inner soul is quite nice and I've seen certain things that make you think she's got potential. But to be honest with you, bro, in my experience, I would just avoid any girl who's actively on meds, isn't mentally stable, yeah, and just because, bro, some of them even post mad pictures and fucked up quotes and have dolls in their house, bro. All of them things there, yeah, bro. Like, man's been there, and I'm telling you, cuz, yeah, like, in the end, I think I don't know why I invested, because it's like, not even I know I can do better, but it was affecting my mental health. It's like I became a victim of her mental health. And then I started losing my way.
But would you blame her or do you blame yourself?
No, I blame me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, me as well.
But I'm saying, but sometimes a woman can be so convincing or attractive or like just like make you think, like, yeah, save me, innit? Yeah. Like, literally just save me.
The empathy in your heart,
yeah,
and the savior complex and the superhero complex,
Trust
and
me.
wanting to be someone's savior can actually make you lose yourself sometimes and make you not see reality
every time.
This person is bad, and then everything the person's saying, you're believing it because you're saying, oh, they had a hard life, they've done this, they've done that.
Yeah.
But really, when you get to know them a little bit more, you're like, wait a second. Was he really the problem? Was you really the problem?
And that's why it goes back to, like, maybe I'm the problem, because I think they're saying maybe I'm the problem. Some people would just look at it like a negative, but I'm saying it's a positive because you're self-reflecting. Am I enabling like people to do fuckery as opposed to fuckery just happening to me? Do you know what I mean? So I was like, damn, like, these last two girls fucked me over, but I did kind of give them the green light to do certain things. So I think it's not being naive to sort of what you're like green lighting, and it's also accepting the fact that if you're going to invite certain energies into your life, yeah, you have to expect the outcome. And now I don't know whether that's men choosing to be oblivious or just being hopeful or putting your faith into a woman, but them, I mean, eventually them women are going to find someone anyway, innit? Like, someone's going to like take care of them, or someone's going to, but I just think as a guy, when you start being cutthroat and having preferences and having standards, people will start saying, "Oh, you're, you know, like you might think you're above these people, or like, you know."
But
it's mad, isn't it?
I feel like as a man, you have to know yourself to the limit where you know what you can handle, what you can't handle.
This is it.
If you can't handle a woman going out all the time, then don't be with that woman.
You can't.
Like, don't go with a woman that likes to go raving or likes to be out all the house.
Turn up every Friday and Saturday.
If that's the woman, if you don't like that, don't compromise because you want to get pumped.
Right, yeah.
Because a gal is looking at it, and that's why I think like it's better to be truthful. And then you might lose a lot of women in the process,
So?
but you gain your sanity. And I think that's more important than actually gaining girls, getting your sanity. But maybe I'm the problem. Is definitely a good way to start, because
Yeah, of course.
if you don't recognize the faults that you have, then how can you build on becoming better? In general, in everything in life. And I feel like you only can go up if you're down. So
Where else?
If you say, look, I've been the cause of many of my destructive relationships, then all that means now is that you look to how you can better yourself to not do that in the future.
That's it.
Now, when you're getting a relationship and you see a woman acting a certain way, like, you know, let me not react like this, because it's going to ruin the relationship.
Right.
I feel like with a lot of us men, we see her acting funny, and we know that she's moving mad, and we turn a blind eye on it because of other factors there could be. There could be that a man's living with a woman and he hasn't got a place to live. It could be that a man's sole income comes from her. She's the breadwinner in the house. It could be that a woman is giving him the bomb pussy, bomb head, and he's never had that in his life. So he doesn't know what to do. He's like, I've never got this before, so if I leave her, I'm never going to get this again.
Facts.
But I definitely believe that your mental health will be affected if you're in a position, if you're in a relationship or with somebody that your mind doesn't actually want to be with. It's actually dangerous. I'd actually say it's dangerous to be with someone that your mind's telling you no. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually you're gonna see the red flags, and what happens sometimes is we see red flags too late. And what I mean by that is that we've seen her do all this madness to her. We still stayed with her because men are very loyal. Men don't leave that easy. And then eventually she does the ultimate bad thing.
You're gone.
And then that's when we haven't got a choice but to cut ties. For instance, she calls police on you.
Calls feds, boy.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of men that go through them situations. They're living with a woman. She's saying, it's our house. They have a big argument. And she says, get out of my house.
Facts. They always do that.
You leave my child alone. You're like, your child. This is our child.
The language changes.
Language changes. And when language changes, that means the woman's changed. And when the woman changes, there's no going back. It's like that R. Kelly song that he made a long time ago. When a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Because a lot of men, they'll do fuckeries to their woman over and over again, and she'll stay with him. But the only reason she's staying with him is because she's preparing herself to leave him. The moment she gets that strength to do it, it's over, bro.
She's gone in it.
She'll do the most scummiest thing to you to get revenge. And then you have no choice but to cut her off. Does that make sense? I feel like that's kind of bad, man. When women do that, they go that far.
They plan that shit. You know, it's funny that key statement. Language changes. Like what they say, when your son and daughter's not well or the mum needs money, come and take care of your child. But when things are going the opposite way and then you're not talking, it's my child. Like, so it's very funny how women sort of interchange or sort of keep flipping the your child, my child in situations where it benefits them and doesn't benefit them. So a single mum that needs money will say, I need money for your child. But when you want to make a decision that you don't agree with, my child's not doing that. It's like the language is always back and forth. And like, women always are very selective on how they're choosing their words when it comes to their child. If it's not beneficial, it's amazing, you know.
That's dangerous, though.
That's very dangerous. And all women do that. All women, like when she...
And then they'll start in front of the child doing things to make the child feel away. I feel like the worst type of woman is the woman that does bad stuff in front of children. Like, no shame. She's arguing with you and she's shouting and she's like, the child don't love you, come with me. I feel like you're a demon. I feel like you're a whole demon. You're a whole demon because that poor child has to be dragged through life now thinking, what's wrong with mommy and daddy, and have to pick sides. I heard a little girl say, I want to go with mommy, but that was only because the mum was dragging her and she felt sad. She picked the mum over anyone because obviously every child's going to pick their mum. Every time. But the funny thing is, the mum would have picked the son over the daughter. It's all weird. Women are very, very weird, you know. They got a son over the daughter. They'll pick the daughter over the son, but now they put the son over the daughter, but then with a man, they'll pick the child over everything. And that's where I knew that it wasn't actually sincere with a lot of people because how can you now take someone's child away from them that you know that's his child? That's evil, man. And I think a lot of women do it and they get away with it in this country, because once a woman calls feds, they're getting nicked. Even if she's the one who caused the problem, like if she calls feds, and that's why they said there's no doing nothing, and they just you're getting arrested for this. There's no let there's no let out for men, and I think I don't know, man. Like, it's like right now, I feel like society's on a downward spiral, and things are gonna get a lot worse before they get better. And it's a shame because
companionship, relationships, marriages, it's all on a decline, you know.
Of course it is.
Like, there's no more... relationships has got no more...
substance, bro.
substance and future prospects. It's all gone to shit, bro. Like, people don't want it no more because modernized women are just making it tapped, fam. Like man just don't want to do that no more. And
Man, I'm scared.
They're scared of commitment, the ring, like, because what? And I think even more so, women showing this side of them, the masculine, independent, don't need a man, these heavily flawed traits of very negative, toxic behavior. It's ruining relationships, like, to a point where it's like the guy doesn't see any beneficial to attach himself to any woman, and then you're like, so girls want to be sexually liberated, promiscuous, free, and independent, and in the same term want a traditional man to treat them with certain values, and it's
doesn't
like
make sense.
everything's gone backwards.
It doesn't make sense.
Everything is.
It doesn't make sense.
It's been lost.
It doesn't make
It's
sense.
fucked.
It doesn't make sense.
It's fucked.
That's like me wanting a bad B. And say, I want a bad B that's gonna do all this freaky stuff, but then she's a housewife as well.
It's not gonna happen.
It's either you want a housewife or you want a bad B. I'm not saying you can't have a freak, lady in the sheets and freak in the sheets, but she's not a bad B. Like, I'm talking about, like, she's turning up on the weekends with her brethren, and I find that attractive. Or I picked her up that way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of ways where you pick up women is where you're gonna leave them.
It happens like 90% of the time.
If you pick up a woman in a rave, trust me, bro. The reason why you're gonna leave her is because she goes raving too much.
Yeah.
It's natural.
But then we have that again. Like, a lot of men have that savior complex. The cake comes on and just whoosh, and try and think maybe I can change it.
No,
it never works. Like, do you know how many good niggas are falling to women? Yeah, thinking they can change them.
You ain't, bro. You better off saving that change for the meter, bro.
It. There's no point.
Better off saving that change for the meter. I'll be real with you.
Because a woman will not commit to a man if that wasn't who she was when you met her. Now, if you meet a girl that is more time at home, traditional, likes to cook and sees family a lot, that's probably good. Like, those are probably good indicators that she could be somewhat potentially a good wife. Now, you're gonna get now. Of course, as a woman, they're gonna give you headache and problems. That's natural. But just generally, I think there are things that men do need to look for, and as men, we need to stop overlooking real life issues, real long-term effects that men. Yeah, I think, like, men overlook a lot because, like, you know, women love to say, oh, you know, he done this, he done that to me. Men go through the worst kind of abuse, you know.
100%.
All for the pussy as well.
Always.
So, do you know how much man who have been about to leave a woman, and at the point it's over, they think, nah, but, like, I can't have another man digging their guts out. That's what man will think, you know. If I leave her, the next man's gonna have that. Even if she threatened to stab at my man today, all man's thinking is, if I leave her, like, you know, like look at that back. The way she gives man top, I can't leave that. And that's why man really need to just create value and better himself, because when you start realizing there's a lot of women out there. Like, who's that guy who said men should have options? No, I think it might have been Top G Tig, yeah. I think he goes, men should have options, but just not exercise them. He goes, like, women do it all the time. So having options, I think he said, because it doesn't mean you're going to actively think, I can leave her. It's just never being so invested to a point where you've got nothing if she leaves you. Like, you're just fucked up out here.
That's why a lot of men get mental health. A lot of men had, like, they had the bag, they had the girl, everything. Got with a woman, gave their whole life to her, gave 2-3 years to her. She rubbed him out. He lost his car, lost his yard, and now he lost the woman. And now he's lost his children. Got
nothing now.
And now he's back at his mum's house, talking about, I'm going to a hostel tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now he has to rebuild from bottom up.
Yeah.
And he's so sad and depressed, bro.
Even suicidal.
Calls that right there is, and the worst is when she calls the feds. I'm telling you, bro, when she calls the feds and makes the false allegations that you've done something that you haven't done, bro. A lot of men are suffering right now. In my DMs, I see them all the time. They're just like, yeah, man, help me out, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why every episode I've got to, like, big up the men that are going through this and
real
surviving, because
real shit.
I know it's hard out there for you right now, that you ain't seeing your children, you ain't seeing your family and stuff like that. And that, you know, you're finding it difficult. But we're just here to tell you that we're always here if you need to speak to us. You know what I'm saying? We've got a men's support group, which we do. And, you know, we'll join you to it if you need be. But don't be afraid to speak your truth.
Never.
Don't be scared to say your side of the story.
Facts.
Because she's gonna always paint a picture of you that's negative.
Yeah.
We're here to listen to your side and see it from both subjective angles, so that we can, you know, help. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of men's mental health is not, again, it's not mentioned to anybody. And that's why when I asked the question on that episode, and I said, where do men go if they're going through mental health? And no one could answer that question.
Yep. And that is hitting it right on the head, fam. And men not feeling like they have men who feel like they don't have an emotional outlet, men who feel like they can't go into safe places, men who feel like when they talk, people either laugh it off, don't take it serious, or just say, I'll get over it. If a woman starts crocodile tears, it's raps.
It's over.
It's raps.
Over.
A woman could be walking, it's so fucked. A man and woman can be walking down the street and a woman's crying. Immediate thought is, you monster. What you done to her? She might be crying because bro just found out that she fucking fucked his best friend. You don't know why she's crying, you know? Just monster. What do you do to her? You alright? It's mad, bro. And I'm saying, but you see a guy crying, the man are just expected men are just expected to firm it, hold it, and whatever issue you got, just deal with it. And even on a different note, yeah, or like a similar note, that men who are women might think, you know, it's funny, yeah, women piss me off when they say, fight for your child. If you got to go court, go court. Hold on a minute. First of all, it's money. Money I might not have. Secondly, the whole process of claiming what's already mine is already mentally throwing me off anyway.
Yeah.
I'm paying money and fighting to see my daughter. I have no mental capacity anymore to even go court. Like, I'm mentally done from the idea of fighting for my son anyway. Like, fuck the courts. So, like, some women damage men's mental health to a point where the actual idea of going through court proceedings is already a wrap for the man. He's like, I'm just not on it. I'm not. So it's not that they're not fighting for the child. There is no fight in them. They have no. It's like, you know what? I can't even. If she's moving that mad, keep the youth kind of thing. It's keep the youth. I can't even invest any energy on top of, you still got to go work in the morning. You still have other life commitments. You still got to get up every day and be about your shit. So even though as much as you might love your daughter or son, you can't let that hold you back and just stop your life. Because the world keeps turning and money have to make and people have to do their job, innit? So for me, if a woman's going to run wild and detach from you, take the kid away, because let's be honest, bro, like, women do it all the time. And it even goes back to that whole language thing. If a woman woke up one day and said, this is my child, so I'm moving to Jamaica, she'll actually convince herself that this is the move that she should and can make without no consideration of what you think. You'll be like, women are so fucked here. You might say, why move to Jamaica? And even at the point of like acceptance, she'll be like, oh, well, you know, if you really want to see your son, you can move out there too. So, what?
Yeah, right. Yeah, flipping right.
No, but they really believe that. A woman will say, you can move out there too.
I'm not moving out nowhere. We had the child in this country. Where we going abroad?
Right. I'm telling you, bro.
And you know, I think there's a law now you can actually stop the woman from taking the child.
Can you?
Yeah, I think there is something now you can do. Because, like I said, I think that's unjust, and I feel like...
It happens all the time, though.
Yeah, it's unjust for the man, and the mental trauma that men go through is never spoken about.
Never.
Like when not seeing his child and what that does to his mental health. And
breaking souls.
How he breaks and the damage it's going to cause on society. Because people don't actually understand that's going to damage society. That man's a broken man walking back into the world, bro. He's
fuck
dangerous.
Things up.
He's dangerous.
Fuck other women over as well.
He could kill people, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's a menace.
Yeah.
But that's not part of what we never get taught. That men have mental health and men feel pain and men get denied access more than anyone. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like even then I'd say, but women will look at men and say, but why did you impregnate her? You know, in it. That's kind of mad, you know, because that's like saying, when a man beats you up, why did you get with him?
It's like, oh, well, because I knew, like, no one walks into anything blind and hopes for the best.
Thank you.
Women, listen, people change overnight. People can change overnight. So, like, this idea, why are you impregnating all these women? Yes, because I saw that they was popping meds, partying, stabbing up people, and don't talk to their family, and I still thought she's the one for me. No. Character comes out later.
Yeah. And women are very good at hiding who they actually are.
Trust me.
And that's why, I'm not lying to you, bro, I love, and this is going to sound very toxic, but I love arguing with a woman and seeing how much I can push her buttons and see when she snaps and see where's that threshold. I know it sounds mad, I know it sounds toxic, but I would say to any man, see where, because unless you find out what her screw nails are, you will never know what she's able to do.
Limited, yeah.
That makes sense. Like, I've seen certain gal do mad things, and I was like, I knew she could have done it because of the shit she's told me.
Okay, yeah.
She told me things in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, he beat me up. Now, you see when women say, oh, he beat me up, whatever, yeah? Ask yourself this as a man, yeah? What would make you want to beat up a girl?
It's true.
Like, ask yourself that question, like, what in your mind would contribute, and I'm not trying to...
justify it.
I'm not trying to justify domestic violence, but I'm saying,
however,
what in my mind would make me... Because I would say that's a very extreme thing to do. So what did you do?
How did I get there?
Because sometimes what we don't do, and this is why I say maybe I'm the problem. Like, if you're constantly damaging a man's mental health, you're bullying him, you're poking him,
of course,
you're slapping
edging
him, you're violating him, you're sleeping around, and you're doing all these things, and then you expect nothing to happen at the end.
Yep, the
like,
naivety.
do you know how crazy that is? That's like me doing all of that to a woman and expecting her not to leave me. Babes, why are you leaving? But I've been cheating on her for the last 10 years.
I'm boxing her up and...
Boxing her up, slapping her up, throwing her stuff outside, locking doors on her, doing bare things. And then she's leaving. I'm like, oh, babes, why are you leaving?
Come on.
Isn't that not the same? And I'm not trying to justify it. Like,
no.
Domestic violence is wrong in every level. And I tell men, try your hardest to just walk out the house and stay away from it.
Yeah, if you can.
If you can. Sometimes women are in the way and you have to move them out the way, and then they'll class it as domestic violence.
Trust me.
Or whatever the case is. But my whole thumb though is that I don't believe in hitting women. That's just me in general. Yeah?
Never have.
I believe that you could deal with a woman in a more wicked way than hitting her. That's just me.
Trust me.
I think the wickedest way you can leave a woman, treat a woman is just leave her.
Just
with no
cold.
explanation.
Yeah, just cold.
With no explanation.
Just gone.
Like, and the phone's off. I never chatting to you again.
Like,
for me, that's like the coldest thing you can do. Because she doesn't know what's going on. Like, you done all of this madness to me, and you thought I was gonna. Because some women will do stuff to you to see the reaction that you want to see if you really care. Some women want you to actually physically abuse them, so it shows them how much you care. I was with a girl once. She said, "Slap me in the face." Then
it's fucked.
I was like, "What?" She's like, "You don't fucking care for me." And then when I've really thought back her relationships, you know who you are. She basically, her ex bust her face, gave her a scar, and she stayed with him because she saw her dad do that to her mum. So she thinks that love is violence.
Right.
But I can't physically beat you. As a man, I can't beat you.
So I can't.
So I'm in love with you. I'm having sex with you. What the hell? How can I beat you up? Because one day you told me to lick you in the face.
And that was it.
Imagine that, bro. Like, a girl tells you, oh, lick me in my face, and you just lick her down. I can't do that, bro.
Because she's coming from...
Man, I can't do I physically can't do it because I'm happy with you. Like, my mind's telling me, raw, is this what sexually turns you on or makes you think that I love you?
Trust
but I
me.
can't block you up.
Trust me.
So now guess what she said? You're not a real man. That was my relationship over.
The kind of
From the moment that happened, she left me. Imagine that. But you know what? I was upset at the start,
But then you thought, fucking hell.
But then I was like, you know, when I really deeped it, I said, I'm happy that I got myself out of the situation because I could have ended up in prison.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because a lot of women who've suffered domestic violence in relationship, sort of like expect or sort of want to be treated. No, you know what I realised? A lot of women who've had domestic violence, like aggressive, rough sex. I swear to God. Women who've been in aggressive, abusive or domestic violence relationship, will end up sort of liking aggressive sex because they might have experienced hate fucking or aggressive fucking just from the whole energy was always a bit
fucked.
So when you're with them, like they become, choke me and all that stuff comes from a bit of, it must come from a background of just like, this guy did me dirty because I don't think, she could be a freak, but generally I've found out that a lot of women who've had toxic partners who abuse them, it leads to certain bedroom activities. I'm telling you, man, like it's more, like either more sexual or more, or more, like want to explore more, or they might like degrading sex, like stuff that makes me feel worthless and stuff. It's fucked, you know. I swear, it's all linked, bro. You're like, damn, really?
I think that's something to do with their mental. And
it's gone. It's shot.
The abuse they've went through.
Yeah.
They part it like that, but
that's fucked.
I feel like when a woman tells me she's been through like proper domestics, obviously, man feels bad and stuff like that, That's natural, innit? Like, you're gonna feel bad for her. But more time, I need to understand more, like, Have you done therapy? Have you done this? Have you done that?
Right.
Because for me, if you've been through something so traumatic and you want to get in a relationship again, are you think that I'm going to hit you? So that means, are you going to tread careful? I don't want a woman. I want a woman to feel free around me if that's my woman. Does it make sense? But I feel like a lot of times we need to understand if she's not taking the work to work on herself, then we got to be very careful, because all you know, she could have been lying about that story and now she's gonna make a new story about you. She ain't worked on herself.
And then play victim, innit?
Play victim, because it's easy to play victim. Playing victim nowadays has become like a trend.
It's true. It's popular.
It's very popular.
Let's play victim.
Yeah, that's what you done to me.
But unfortunately, there's still a lot of simp and betas out there who just run to the woman, no matter what, bro. Women could tell them all fucked up lie. A woman can say something like, in terms of violence, a woman can say he threatened to hit me or the kids, and it'd be a complete lie, because women use like the sympathetic approach to win certain men over. So as a man, you're thinking, what? Your ex try hurt you? Where is he? And try and save her. It could be a whole lie.
Yeah.
But she's saying that to give her like a one-up or like a sort of higher place to think, this woman's beautiful. I can't believe another man would want to hit her. Blood, until this day, we still don't know why Chris Brown spazzed on Rihanna. Till this day, we still don't really know.
She could have given them her.
She might have done that. We still don't know. And you said it usually takes men a lot to get there, yeah? Because before that, her and Chris Brown was sweet. So she must have said something mad to him.
Or said or done something.
Something
mad.
mad.
Him in the face.
So, like first, while he's driving.
But the thing is, would we, if she, alright, say we're driving, yeah, and a girl kicks you in your face.
Just bang. What?
But you bang her in the face. Do you know what, bro? I'll be honest with you. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You tried to take my life.
Facts. While I was driving,
I had to defend myself.
Nah, come
maybe what I done to you stopped you from doing worse to me and killing us both. Because I'm driving a car. I'll never forget, I was with a girl once and she kicked me while I was driving, and man swung. But then man looked at her and thought, raw, like, you tried to kill me. So I've pulled over to get out of the whip.
Straight.
She's not getting out of the whip.
Get the fuck out.
I had to drag her out of the car, fam.
Drapes.
Bro, she tried to kill me, bro.
Kill who? Innit?
What do you think? I'm going to still drive with you? Are you alright? Don's like, oh, I was joking. Joking?
No.
You think that's a game?
Nope.
My life.
Don't play with
and
that shit,
I was 19, I was like, bruv, are you dumb?
Like, what?
You tried to kill me.
Freaking that. But
and then after, she was telling everyone how I dragged her up and rolled and went to embarrass her. I said, I don't give a fuck. Do you want to know the real story? This girl tried to murder me, but she kicked me while I was driving, bro. Imagine, bro, I went like that and the car just flipped over, blood. I died because of this gal, fam.
No one
She would
heard
have killed both. This is why I knew she was sick in the head. If I crash, she's gonna dead as well, you know.
Of course.
But she's so gone in the head. She's turned her body. And she's kicked, bro.
Right.
Whoever does that in a car, bro, they're not trustworthy, and you got to get rid of them straight. So I learned from there, that some girls are toxic, bro, and they'll do stuff and make you think that you're crazy for your reaction of how you reacted. Bro, protect yourself at all times. Record. And this is my thing to all the Mandem this week.
Start recording.
And this is my advice to all the men, yeah? Record everything.
Straight. No holes in your defense, man.
Record everything.
GoPro ting.
Record everything. If she likes certain things a certain way, make sure you record it. And don't do it like on a sneaky thing, like you're trying to release it.
Tell her.
Just have it as evidence. So the day that she's gonna act funny, all right, cool. Do your thing. You release your little dead videos. Here's my thing.
Disclaimer: like, I'm going to be recording this.
So I'm not even saying it.
Man's like, I'm never going to say it.
I'm not saying nothing.
Man's like, I'm just gonna put it out there and be like, but it's mad. But it's sad that man even have to go through the measures.
No, but we have to in 2022 because of the internet and the way things are. Do you remember what happened with Chris Brown recently when the girl said that he raped her? Do you remember that? Bro, there was a case when a gal said Chris Brown raped her, and then he released a voice note of her saying, "Oh, beg you, just take me back. I just want to fuck you again." And then it got dispelled. And then the lawyer said, if we never had this voice note,
he's fucked.
This would have ruined his image.
Yes, forever.
So you see where I'm going with this? Like, how deep it is. Like, man, and I know Chris Brown in his head was thinking, do I really got to do this? But he knew, 2022, I can't let shit slide. Yeah, bro, Chris Brown done it.
You got to pull up everything in there, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I said a lot of good niggas are falling, bro. And that's why a man have to stay actively about it, man, because you can't. you just can't let things run anymore, man. And it just goes back to relationships and people, and just we're living in really bad times, fam.
Real talk.
And shout out to all the men out there that have a woman already or had a long-term woman that's holding them down, because like man are really outside struggling, because man out here struggling, looking for a woman that just isn't a hoe, like has morals and standards and can add to their life. It seems non-existent, bro. So man are just out here just focusing on themselves, trying to be the best version of me. They, trying to make it happen, build your brand, do whatever it is, and just man, it's too scary outside, bruv. Females these days are moving like man, and man are moving like women, fucker. So you got a fucking, you got a problem when the opposite gender are doing reverse roles, boy.
No, but I think that's because men nowadays have lost the ability to take charge. Yeah. So men have lost the ability to take charge in a relationship. Everything's about what the woman wants and how to satisfy her. Yes. I want to go here, I want to do this, I want to do that. Why can't it be a compromise? I ain't going there. Like a girl be telling you, I want to go to 4 restaurants in Mayfair. You check the prices out, it's like £100 each meal.
Yeah, I think I'm good still.
But my money's not saying that right now. But I could rub myself out, put myself on my overdraft and finish my life
just
off.
For them, innit? Just for them.
But then what happens when man's broke here and man needs help here? The girl will laugh at you like a girl did on one video that I done. One of the first ever reaction videos I done.
She was like,
the girl was like, oh yeah, this nigga took me out and spent all this money. Then the next day he's like, can I have petrol money? I was like, what? Petrol money where? I was like, oh shit, she's actually evil.
That didn't mean nothing. That now I meant nothing. No. Yeah, it meant nothing. So
imagine man's rubbed out because of the girl, and you still ain't got no satisfaction.
And the girl will say, "Well, I didn't tell him to." It's like, listen, man, but you was fucking egging him on. You was like, go on, or like, if you want to get.
That's why you got to be careful and be selective of who you're letting into your circle.
Facts.
Women-wise, you've got to know which woman is good for you and which woman is bad for you. A lot of times, a man don't see the woman for who she is. They see her for what she can be.
Yeah. That's real.
We need to stop doing that and start being realistic with ourselves and saying, no, this is who she is, I'm not going to do it. Like, for instance, if you meet a girl that's a stripper, you wifey and a stripper, bro?
Of course, never in life.
But she's talking wifey talks for you to get the beat. Are you doing it?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now, yeah.
A lot of men will be like, yeah, you're my wifey now. Knowing that she's gone around the block.
For the pumble, you know.
Bro, let me just put it out there. If your girl's been a YC or Rare Talks, she's not going to be the same woman.
Fact.
I'm putting it out there.
Brock her.
I'm just being real. She's turned out, bro, for life.
She can't. As an after dealing with me, a girl won't know what basic is, fam. A girl won't know what basic is after dealing with me, and that's why I'm not even out here moving crazy, fam. I'm just sticking to one gal, fam. Yeah, man can't be dealing with none of that stuff, fam. No way, fam.
But it's real though, because that's something that's not discussed, you know what I'm saying?
Man's got to be just to himself, cuz. Man's got to be to himself, man, because, boy, out here, man, are catching cases for fun, cuz.
Over nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Over nothing.
Well,
over loving the wrong woman, bro. Ain't no one got time for that, bro.
No, it's true,
so
man.
You just got to know what you're doing and how you're doing it, and make sure you do the things the right way.
Yeah.
And, if I'm being clearly honest, when you say maybe I'm the problem, what you're actually doing in actuality is you're starting to see yourself for who you actually are.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that women don't do on a lot, but men, we need to be way more apparent of that. Because if you're falling into the same mistake twice, then more fall to you.
Of course. Same trap over and over.
You know, like, man knowing that gal on meds are kind of like bipolar.
But still, next one's on meds and you're like...
But then the next one says she's on meds. But because man's that experience like 4 or 5 years ago, we're letting it slide. Why, see, there's no sliding, bro. You can't
pull up
slide.
About everything. Check them instantly about everything.
Because the moment you slide is the moment your soul dies, bro. And then you're in the flipping police station talking about what the hell.
Trust me.
One day she can be the best woman, and the next day she can be the most like backwards person ever, and you don't know what is going on.
And it's constant. And
imagine in a week that's 3 times, 4 times. That's mentally draining, bro. I've got like 2 days for myself.
No, you're right, because I've like invested a lot in a woman that was on meds, and I'm never doing that again. Yeah, everyone's got flaws, everyone's got things wrong, but I'm never getting with a girl on pills. Oh Lord, no. Lord, no.
And maybe saying that you're the problem leads for you to understand the flaws that you have so that you can become better. But even deeper than that, it shows your partner that you're self-aware. Now, I feel like that right there is vulnerability, but a lot of women won't see it as vulnerability.
True.
For me to say to you my flaws, because men, it's very hard for us to open up and say
100%.
criticisms about ourselves.
100%.
It makes sense? We can do it to ourselves,
but
when someone says it to us, it's like if someone says to you, "Oh, you could do this better." Oh, shut up, man! You don't even know what I'm doing. Like like we just dismiss people quickly. But we'll go away and we'll think for ourselves. Does it make sense?
And listen,
like, maybe I could have done this better. Maybe I could have articulated this better. Maybe this was wrong. Like you know what? Maybe I can stop swearing. Because maybe this language is going to make me get banned a lot on TikTok. You know, like I can reflect on my own language and be like, all right, maybe I need to be more nice to women. I can understand myself to a certain extent, but if someone else comes to you and says it to you, it's hard. So when a man goes to a woman and says to her, look, I know this is how I am, A, B, C, D, D, but I'm trying to work on it, that takes a lot of courage, bro.
Yeah, of course.
That takes a lot of courage.
Some men don't have that courage, man.
No, they don't. But women won't see that as an act of courage because they think that's standard, because women go to other women and say bullshit, but they never say it to us.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? They'll complain to their friend and say, oh, this is how I am. Like, your missus might have a friend come around late and you're thinking, what's he doing around late? She's complaining about problems, bro. If you sit at the door and put your ear to the door and listen, you'll hear madness, bro.
Yeah.
Husband did this, husband done that, husband brought her up. You're like, bro, damn, son.
Just like all them like inside and the stuff. Just put like I would love to be a fly on the wall in like an all girl chat, you know.
Nah, you don't.
No, I really would, fam.
Why? See, you don't.
No, I do. You
don't.
Just to confirm.
You don't.
But just to confirm that they're hoes.
Do you remember what that thing said? That thing that came. She was telling us about the group chat. Do you remember that thing that came?
Oh yeah. Okay.
And she said about the group chat, what the girls were doing. They were sending pornos, bro.
Yeah.
What? I thought the Mandem done that.
But I feel like, see, but them things like that, I think it's not a need to know, but
imagine you're in a girl's Snapchat and you're seeing mad things.
Or like just a work group chat, because you know that work group chat is gonna have guys and girls. A guy might send, girl might send pictures of them in the bathroom. It's fucked, bro.
Or in a work group chat, you're getting fired, bro.
No, I mean not managers, like just the regular staff that just. So it's like.
But they're not doing that. If they do that, because think about it, that's mad. Because then I could send that to like the. No, I don't think no one's doing it. I've never been in a group chat, but I have been in a group work chat where a guy and a girl's flirting, and I'm like, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like,
it happens a lot. No, but it happens.
My brother's dropping game on her bags. I'm like, bro, this don's moving mad, and she's like giving like the passive energy because she knows there's bare man in there. She's not giving it the 400.
Right.
But away from this chat, it's a mad thing in the private DMs. It goes down in the DMs.
It go down.
It goes down in the DMs. It goes down, bro. I'm telling you.
See, I'm saying it happens a lot, man.
A lot. And that's why if your girl says, oh, I'm scared of work colleagues, bro, you're done.
Bro, the number one place, it's proven statistically, the number one place people cheat on their partners is at work. It's proven by numbers. And it's usually the office building. Oh, bro, they fuck like rabbits, bro.
Well, they find different spaces to be in.
No, if I'm not only that, it's just imagine being in a cubicle or like an area, and like 9 to 5 every day, you're seeing Becky, Chantel, Leanne every day, and like they got the pinstripe skirt and every day.
You know, let me tell you
every day.
No, I'll tell you why that one's so dangerous though.
It's fucked.
You know why? It's because every day is a different challenge. So you're flirting with her in segments. So her man's giving her no attention. You come to work and you're like, hey, listen, I don't know if the Lord told you, but you are the beautifulest girl on the planet. And you just walk off. Next day you see her, you're like, well, I go on, Bex. Yeah. Hey, what? M7 trainers? What?
Yeah.
I was gonna cop them things last week. Them things are cold. Left.
Yeah.
Hey, Bex, what are you doing this weekend? We're not doing nothing. It's bank holiday. Come on,
fly
man.
out.
What are you doing nothing?
Yeah. Come carnival.
Because you've made her feel so comfortable.
She's on it now.
And her man expects nothing because guess what she says? This is what she says to him. Listen to the words. I'm going out of my work colleagues. That could be 4 man, blood.
Specify.
That's 4 willies around your girlfriend in a party, bro.
Specify.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's dangerous, bro.
Specify, ho.
Especially if she's sexy as well. If she's sexy, oh my God.
But then a woman will convince you that even if it is 4 guys, nothing's gonna happen. Listen, man. Under the right circumstances and the right influence, a woman could do anything. Cause trust me, I don't trust none of them bitches, man. Especially work parties and having women who have work husbands. Drop me out, bro. Drop me right out, fam. And I know that's what they're on as well. Can't have that, cause no. Man, you have to protect yourself. Put yourself first. Yeah.
100%.
Always remember that, fam.
Don't ever let no woman trick you.
Never.
Yeah. Make sure you're on point.
Remain number 1 at all times, cause.
But that's it. We're done for this week. Bow. You already know what it is. Love.